Ladies and gentlemen, behold, Dude.
Hey everybody, welcome to Dude.
Hello.
I'm Caleb.
I'm Brian.
And I'm Griff.
Gentlemen, I am really stoned. Fuck.
Yeah, I concur.
Dude.
This has been a good day so far, man.
This has been. How's your day been, Brian?
Well, I woke up and I went to a shitty meeting for work at 7 in the morning. That kind of sucked. But then I went to class until 10. Just broed out in that. Smoked a little bit of pot after that.
Right on.
Smoked a little bit of pot after that.
Damn.
Then I took a little bit of 4FA and I went to class and I just rolled through a class and a half.
Oh, shit on my dick.
Yeah, I got out early and then smoked some pot and then here we are. I've had an eventful day.
It's an interesting time,
Huh?
man. So it's an interesting time, man.
Yeah. I mean, we already had a pretty crazy weekend. We're not going to get into details about it.
Yeah.
But, so we haven't had a lot of sleep between all of us. Feel like so?
It's been a struggle-filled weekend.
Dude, I'm going to say I slept wonderfully this weekend. I was not a part of the festivities. It was my mother's birthday.
Right.
So, yeah, I got lots of sleep this weekend. I ate a lot of good and home-cooked food. Fucking smoked some weed with my sis.
Dude,
that was
that'd be
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, sis, if you're out here listening. I should have told her about the podcast. I forgot all about that.
Dude, I mean, there's still time, I guess.
Yeah, I guess I could always just text her, but that's a lot of work.
Dude, I didn't really feel all of the tiredness from this weekend until, because, Griff and I partied all night Friday night.
Of course.
And then I hung out with Kirby and Kat. We stayed up till probably 5 or 6 in the morning.
Oh, yeah, that's what she was saying.
So really this weekend I only feel like I got I don't know, probably 7 or 8 hours of sleep.
Oh, it's not a whole lot.
Yeah, and I really didn't feel it until last night we smoked. Now, we had just gotten pretty good stuff, but I'll tell you what, I thought I was having a heart attack during all that. It was bad.
Well, plus smoking from a bong, dude, that'll always get you a little bit more than you ever expect.
But all I remember is, the heart attack thing, and then I remember, Griff and I just talking about shit. And then from there, us driving the car, I remember sitting in the drawing room, drawing.
Uh-huh.
And then I remember being done in the drawing room and just laying in my bed. There's some burn holes there that still haven't come back.
I get you on that. There are times, I know what I did, but, sometimes the transitioning phase of, okay, we were driving, and then I was sitting in here playing, Terraria for 3 hours.
Right.
That was my night last night, so that was pretty exciting. Yeah, I don't even really remember where you guys dropped me off at. I feel like you dropped me off at our dorm, but I may have walked over from the VAC. I don't remember.
I don't know.
It's a long time ago, It was all the way last night.
Yeah, a lot of shit happens, man. We live pretty average lives, so.
Man, I don't know about you, but when I said out loud all the drugs and shit that I've done today, I kind of just fucking had to reevaluate my life a little bit.
Yeah, no.
I've done a fucking lot today, man.
It's pretty ironic. Our last episode was be responsible with drugs, and then I feel lately we've just been nah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll still say this, I'm still going to my classes. I've got all my work and all my projects that are needing to be done by now. They're done.
Right.
I've got one project for a graphic design class I could work on.
Right.
But I'll fucking do that later tonight. I'm feeling so energized right now. After this, I'll probably still want to be pumped up and do shit.
Sure.
I also gotta meet with my marketing group. Fucking do that, I guess. That'll be tough.
I thought this time around it would be a good idea for each of us just to give a shout out to something we really like. Just anything in life that we really like right now, one thing. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have to be your favorite thing by any means, but just something recently that you're man, this is fucking cool, and I'm glad it's it's going on. And I was gonna say the thing I wanted to pump up was I've been listening to a lot of Queens of the Stone Age recently. Ooh. And I fucking love this band. I've always kind of liked them, but just recently they're really fucking good. So yeah, I just really wanted to like say that if you're listening, Skip, please listen to Queens of the Stone Age because they're pretty good. What about you, Brian?
Dude, John, man, I want to make a shout out to John.
Dude,
what's up, John?
Maybe he'll be a new listener, maybe he won't, but he's a cool guy. We like him a lot, so you should like him too.
Top hat wearing mofo. What's happening, John? Hope you're having a good time. Hope you're having a good day listening to us.
Yeah. Griff, how about you? Dude, I mean, like, you've been playing Hearthstone a lot. Like, Hearthstone's pretty fucking cool, you know?
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, I've fallen in and out of, like, love with it multiple times. I don't really know exactly why I keep doing it, but I always go back. It's just a really interesting game.
Yeah.
Dude, that's how I felt about Call of Duty for the longest time. I'd play it, and I would just kind of fucking hate it.
Yeah.
And but I'd play it every day, and I'd get like all pissed off whenever I do shitty. I'd be like, why am I doing this? Like, I'm not having fun, and I'm angry. Like, why would I choose to do this? But I kept on doing it. Oh, dude, the shout out thing. I said that John, but I have another one to shout out to. I've been hooked on Terraria.
Dude, you have been playing a lot of Terraria.
Terraria, however you want to pronounce it. I've heard it both ways. It's just a fucking good game, man. I'm so hooked. They just came out with their newest like update. There's all sorts of like new content. Fucking like Medusa. I'm traveling around in the caverns and I get turned to rock by Medusa. Well, she's not like a boss. She's kind of just like a generic like monster that's in there now. It's like a random like a normal monster. But yeah, she'll fucking turn you to stone and fuck you up if you don't know what's going on.
Damn.
But anyway, yeah, Terraria. Pretty close to getting into hard mode. Just have to kill the fucking wall of flesh.
What?
It's called the
wall of flesh?
Yeah, you've got to dig all the way down to hell.
Okay.
And then you summon the wall of flesh, and it's just this literally like because it's a side scroller RPG game.
Mm-hmm.
So from the one side, it's just a wall. It covers the whole thing, and it's just like gooey and like pustules and shit, and like eyeballs and like tentacles coming out at you, and it shoots like crap at you, and then it's just like chasing you, and you just have to run away from it and kill it at the same time.
Fuck.
It's brutal, yeah, man. It's fucking hard. Dude. Unless you like cheat, you can put down like a walkway, like if you have the time, like through all of hell, and just like walk on it. You don't have to worry about like falling in lava and shit.
I like Minecraft a lot, so
yeah,
I feel like I should have
played the Minecraft
Terraria,
with us,
but I don't know.
Yeah,
I think I discovered today, like with video games, it's kind of the same thing with like TV shows for me. Like I usually don't get involved with them, not because I don't like them, but because if I like commit myself to that, then I'm gonna lose so much time that I could have spent being productive or whatever.
Yeah.
And I hate that. Like as fun as they are, like days that we would play Minecraft, like
I wouldn't do fucking anything else.
Yeah, no, and I felt like shit at the end of the day, and I was just like, fuck.
It's one of those things, yeah, like, kind of got to take in, like, all good things. You got to do a little bit of time. You got to have, like, your time to, like, actually work and, like, do stuff that you're kind of, like, miserable about at the time, but then, like, later, you can, like, reward yourself with that game.
Yeah.
And, like, so it doesn't, like, because, dude, like, you know, summer break, you're like, fuck yeah, man, I'm going to play video games all day.
Yeah.
And then, like, maybe a week into that, you're like, wow, without, like, having to do something shitty to reward myself with, like, these video games with, it just gets boring. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, no, that's true. I didn't really have that over the summer, like, because I worked at the that electric company, so I usually worked from, like, 6:30 to 5 every day, so I didn't really feel like doing much of anything a lot of times. It was good money, but, you know, fuck.
Yeah, and you know what, that's true. This has been my first summer that I was working, like, you know, fairly full-time. I was always, like, working with my dad occasionally, but, like, you know, sometimes I would only do that, like, 2 or 3 times a week. Sometimes it'd be more, sometimes it'd be less. Like, there's no way to know exactly what was going to happen. So working at Cinema was, like, my first, like, real job, honestly,
That was a pretty great job. I liked that.
Yeah, no, it was good.
I still haven't really had a real job.
Well, I mean, you worked for the city, though. You've got...
Yeah, I mean, it was, like, labor, but it didn't handle itself like a regular job.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's still a real job, though. Like,
that's something that you can put on, like, a resume or whatever. I can't put that I worked part-time with my dad whenever he needed, because I mean he kind of paid me under the table too. Right. So like, and plus he's, you know, family, and I never had like official.
Yeah, you couldn't have gotten fired from that job.
Yeah, no, and of course he would talk me up. He's my fucking dad, so.
Dude, classic dad.
Little dad, you know.
Guy, yeah.
Hey Dad, how's it going? If you're out there listening to this, I really hope you're not. I really hope you're not, Dad. I'm sorry.
Just ignore all the drugs.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Just ignore everything about me right now.
Just ignore this podcast.
Yeah. Just go back to fucking Pornhub.com, whatever you're looking at, Dad. I don't give a shit. Like, you know, I know. I understand.
Realfakeporn.com.
Oh my god.
Real. Oh shit.
Oh man.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good segue over to Rick and Morty. The newest episode is out.
Dude, I always want to talk about Rick and Morty on these podcasts, and we never do.
Yeah.
Like, it's, you know.
It's just such a big part of, like, our lives at this point, kind of. Like,
we watch Rick and Morty all the time,
Yeah, watch it.
Such a good show. It's the most original show I've seen in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it's got that weird enough twist that I love about it, you know.
It has a lot of, like, influence from, like, Doctor Who.
Oh, okay.
And even in, like, the title sequence, it kind of references that because, like, you know, the music that plays, it's almost, like, identical to that plays in the Doctor Who opening theme.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Like, the theremin kind of music.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
But it's just like a raunchy, like, kind of, like, everyman's version of Doctor Who. Because Doctor Who's kind of,
it's very British.
It's very British. You have to be very invested in it to
you're
keep on watching.
You've seen all the episodes, right?
I've seen up until, I think his name is, like, Stephen Bacardi. Don't quote me on that. I don't know his name. But he's the newest Doctor past Matt Smith.
Oh, yeah.
And I saw the first episode where he was the Doctor, and I was just like, this is garbage.
Oh,
I think I was kind of afraid that Doctor Who was not for me. Like, I don't want to say that it's garbage, like, especially on air.
It's got such a big cold.
Because, yeah, it does, and I don't want to scare off any... But it's not for me.
Yeah.
And I think that, I mean, you've never watched it, so you don't know much about Matt Smith's Doctor. But he's very, like, eccentric and, like, bouncy and, like, kind of, like, off the wall. There's something about that I liked, and I think that kind of drew me in a little bit more and kept me from realizing that I was kind of, like, forcing this show on myself.
I got you.
And also, at the time, the girlfriend that I was with, she was super big into, like, Doctor Who and, like, Sherlock, and, I mean, like, not to be grouping people, but kind of like the Tumblrites.
Yeah.
And then Supernatural, of course, was one.
Oh, yeah. I've never seen Supernatural. Is it...
That's one, I watched that when it, like, I was in junior high when the first season of that came out, like, I think 8th grade. And I watched it, and it scared the pants off of me, the first episode. It was creepy. It was, I mean, I thought so, but I'm, like, afraid of the dark, so maybe I'm not the best person to be talking to on that one.
Wait, what were we talking about?
Supernatural,
repeat
bro.
What you just said.
The first episode scared the pants off of me because I'm scared of the dark and a pussy and shit.
Yeah, pussy.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much, yeah. But and then it just it became different after the first season. I love the first season. It has all, like, these creatures and, like, it's kind of a low budget, like, scary movie kind of.
Very imaginative.
Like every week, like, you know, the like whatever, the ghosts or, like, the creatures aren't all that well CGI'd in or whatever, and sometimes you can tell it's like a dude in like a like there's one scene for the episode Wendigo, season 1, episode 2, and it's like this werewolf creature kind of looking thing, I guess, that runs around super fast and, like, kills people and shit. Like, there were several scenes in that. If you looked, and it was just like some rustling in the branches, and it was just a dude in like a white, like, morph suit looking thing, just kind of
like a weird, like, Slender Man kind of thing.
Yeah, like, it was supposed to be more than that, but, like, it was just kind of supposed to be a quick, like, glimpse, and, like, you kind of, like, see the thing. It's like, whoa, what was that? But it was just like a dude.
That's weird.
I mean, it was episode 2, so they hadn't had, like, a whole bunch of success or, like, money towards it yet.
Right.
But dude, I thought that those were, like, the golden episodes.
They were trying their damnedest.
Yeah, and now it's all about, like, demons and, like, how many times have they fucking died? And then they killed Satan, like, you know, sorry for the spoiler, but yeah, they killed Satan. And then there's, like, worse shit than Satan out there, and it's like...
Worse shit than Satan.
Yeah.
Like the super devil.
Like, there's I haven't even gotten to them, but there's, like, the Leviathans. I don't even really know what they are, but...
the Mecha Devil.
That sounds bad, yeah.
Mecha Hitler.
Mecha Hitler, of course. He came all the way from the movie Iron Skies to make a special appearance in Supernatural. You ever seen that movie?
What?
Iron Skies?
No. You were telling me about that. That was a shitty movie.
That would be another good one to watch and make, like, a shitty movie podcast out of. Yeah, the Nazi base on the dark side of the moon.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. Dude, that's that's the reason I like Danger 5, is because they incorporated fighting Nazis in it. Like, For some reason, there's such
Danger
like
Five.
a fucking fuck yeah American feeling about it.
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
very like vintage, very like a patriotic time in like our country, you know.
It's very like that show's very low quality though. It reminds me like they make themselves kind of feel like how the original Star Trek was so low quality, like you know.
I think they, you know, like Balloonshop for instance, they're like normal people, but they like work to make it look like it was really shitty.
Right.
I think that might be a little bit of how that show is, for sure.
I enjoy that about it. Like, that's the only reason I like the original Star Trek. That's a fucking weird show. Yeah. But anyway,
dude, you know, Iron Skies.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've seen it, so I can't go too in depth about it. But it was just, you know, classic, you know, along the lines of like Thanksgiving, other shitty movies, just horrible acting, you know, fucking nobody actors that you've never heard of.
Right.
But dude, something that we should advocate on here is Balloonshop, man.
Yeah, like I put them on the channel, like on the sidebar.
Oh, on the things that you like.
Yeah, I was like, hey, channels
that.
we like, and Balloonshop and C Smod are both on there.
Balloonshop is just like, it was kind of when YouTube was kind of still young.
Yeah. And
there was like, you know, like Smosh and Niga Higa and people like that just dominated, like comedy wise. Yeah. And that's all I did YouTube for, was for those channels.
Yeah.
And then Balloonshop just kind of got swept under the rug, but then Olin Rogers, he got big too.
Yeah, that's true. I've never, like, I've seen a couple of his. Genius. But I definitely think, like, and Balloonshop, thinking about it, there are a lot of episodes, and I haven't seen all of them, and some of them aren't great.
Some of them are really bad.
Yeah, but the ones that are good are great. Like, they're so funny. It's just such a weird humor that I really like.
Yeah, it's like the purposefully trying to be like it looks low quality. Like even like the camera that they use is kind of low quality.
Yeah.
And then like as they kind of because I never even watched them whenever they were like active as a YouTube group.
Yeah.
I only saw them after the fact, but their later videos, I feel like they were trying a little bit too hard.
Yeah.
To be the kind of like the random like shitty quality.
Yeah.
And they even kind of got into like where the quality was like really good.
Yeah, those last like probably 5 or 10 videos are like great quality.
And I almost feel like that takes away from something, you know?
Yeah. I don't know, like that's what was weird about it. Like it looked old, like it was like from like a VHS or whatever. That's a good point. That's why we like it, you know. I don't know. Maybe,
I wonder if
that adds something to it.
If that's some kind of like nostalgic effect.
Yeah.
From because you know that's what I grew up on was VHS tapes.
Yeah. I do love things that reference back. Yeah.
Have you watched many videos from the new? Like there's Olin Rogers. What were the other guys' names? There's
Olin Rogers is.
He's the Ghost in the Stall guy.
Okay.
That's his one that everyone's fucking heard.
Yeah.
And I think it's pretty whatever. I've just seen it so many times now that it's just kind of like...
That's the only one
like
I've ever seen.
The newness and like the funniness of it. Like I know it's going to happen, so I don't think it's as funny.
I think, to me, he's more funny with the glasses guy. Like if they both work together, they're hilarious.
What was his name? Was it Nathan?
Yeah.
Griff, would you be able to like look that up maybe, just real quick? And then the other guy, Ryan, wasn't it? Is that his name?
Possibly, I don't know.
But he's my least favorite out of all of them.
Yeah,
and like his channel, like nothing against you, Ryan. Like if you're out there listening, you know we think you're a cool guy and all, but yeah, his channel, I think he was the one that pushed for the more like high quality looking video.
Okay.
And then like his are just
Olin
weird.
Rogers, Joshua Pursley, and Thomas Gore.
They have a Wikipedia page or like a
Wikia page. Yeah.
Wikia. Okay, I don't really know what that is.
Joshua is the one that you.
Yeah, Josh. Okay, Josh, sorry, I thought your name was Ryan. And Thomas. Thomas, I think, is my favorite.
Yeah.
Thomas, how's it going out there, man?
He's like the skinny
shout
kid
out
with
to
the
you.
glasses, right? Dude, yeah, he does so many weird things. It's great.
Let me show you how a real man eats a chocolate sandwich cookie.
And he's just like...
Just stares at him for like 10 seconds. Like I would have to say that every video that like starring him or with him at least being a contributing factor in it, I think they're my favorites.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Like Bernstein's diet pills.
Oh my god,
That's pretty funny.
I used to hate myself. You know why? He just fucking seizures every time he does it. It's like, dude. Ow, it kind of like popped my neck whenever I did that.
I honestly think one of Olin Rogers' best videos, like in Balloonshop, is the first dart juice, where he's like, "Do you enjoy darts?"
Wait, you said the first dart juice?
Yeah.
Is there two?
Yeah, there's that one, and then there's another one where it's like kids drinking dark juice. Like it wasn't. I didn't really like it.
That's
it was,
weird.
It was
I
weird.
don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of their videos that I haven't seen.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I kind of find things that are new and funny every time I watch them. Like
Yeah.
what was the one that you guys were watching? The Whippets or something like that.
Whip Snap.
Whip Snap, yeah.
Oh, I can't think of what that's called. I'm so proud of you and you. It's so weird. Oh man, let me look it up real quick.
Yeah, can you like watch videos and like will they hear it?
Yeah, well, like
Where
I'll try to keep out the volume so we don't get like copyright issues and shit.
I feel like we wouldn't.
Well, I don't know. Why am I not I'm not subscribed to Balloonshop because they're not a regular channel anymore.
Yeah, because there's no point in it.
Yeah, like they don't do anything that much.
I'm still subscribed to them, but
I wonder like how many subscribers they have. Oh, you know what? They've got a lot of subscribers actually. I'm going to subscribe.
Dude, it's been like 5 years since their last video.
Yeah. You know
Yeah,
what?
5
I
years
support
there.
this thing though. Do you enjoy darts?
Okay, well you look this up, and then you and Griffey can
Pop-Tart,
have.
here it is.
Oh, okay.
What
I'll
were you
wait.
gonna say?
I was gonna go pee, but How long is it?
It's like
I
1
can
minute and 35
hold my
seconds.
pee for that long.
All right.
And you guys can have potty break with Caleb and Griff. That'll be the name of your new segment or something.
Yeah, we'll
No,
see.
fucking no.
Hey man, Owen. Dude,
What?
Tom, wanna go to the club with Owen and me? Hey, no thanks, man. I'm pretty broke. And I've got some homework I need to finish. Hey man, you're such a loser. Why would you say that? We never do anything. I can't help that. We are no longer young whippersnappers. Whippersnapper.
What the fuck?
Whippersnapper first. Hey man, we didn't do anything. I can't be going out every night. Willy-nilly.
Oh my god.
Willy-nilly. We are getting older. Responsibility for
Responsibility.
our lives. Time. You're right. It's about time I take control. I am so proud of you and you. Snap first. Snap first.
I love this music in the background. It's just like yes, they're so right.
I am so proud of you and
I'm gonna use that one. Like next time we go on a cruise and we all get baked, like I am so proud of you and you.
Whip Snap.
Whip snap.
I love that. Oh
Whip.
man.
Okay, anyway, I'm gonna pee now. That was a good video. Everyone should check out Balloonshop. They don't make videos anymore, but you should still fucking do it.
Yeah,
they're
pretty
great.
funny.
Just fucking do it.
Dude, Griff, what are you
It's
thinking
my
about right now,
Johnson.
dude?
I'm just hanging out.
Dude, right on, man. Well, you know, what's on your mind? What do you want to talk about, brother? Brother. Shit.
Oh man, I don't know. It's kind of sucky. Like if we would have been having this podcast last semester, I would have done so much more. Like I'd be so much more involved. But I have nothing interesting going on right now.
No, it's okay. No, like,
So it's just,
I mean, the thing is, like, we just talk about random shit, man. A lot of things that I'm passionate about but aren't important, like, I just talk about on here, you know,
Right.
or like cracking jokes about dumb shit, you know.
I know.
And so that's the thing. I honestly feel like this is less for the audience anymore because, like, I mean, we have a couple listeners, but
we
you
have
know,
like 2 people.
yeah, but
watch.
this has almost become like
Yeah.
an autobiographical thing where like we're just sharing a time in our life with people. Like when it's complete, people might look back on it and be like, "Oh, interesting." Like, you know, like I'm not trying to put a title or like a genre or like a tag on it anymore. Like
Yeah.
it just is what it is. Like if it's funny, it's funny. If it's serious, it's serious. You know, it's just whatever we are at that time. It's a reflection of us. You know what I mean?
Right. I get you.
Like I hope people are still entertained. You know, I hope people like our ideas about things and just, you know, us as people.
Yeah.
But like if they don't, whatever. You know, we
Not
did
a
it
lot
for
of
us.
people really like me. So.
Dude, it's okay though. Like,
Whoa.
you know,
Just got sad.
Nah.
dude, no. I mean, they're missing out though, motherfucker. Like, you're a cool guy.
Thanks, bro.
We did get really serious.
Oh shit.
But
Well,
Super
don't let me
serious.
interrupt. You guys
No.
go on for a little bit because I've been fucking Talking up a storm.
Oh,
I don't think
dude.
either of you guys have been talking at all, have
Dude,
you?
I feel like I've been talking a lot. Griff hasn't. Like, we were just talking about that. But, like, nah, man. Like, I was talking about, like, this podcast. It doesn't have to be, like, there's no label on it. That's the word I was trying to think of. You know, it's just kind of like, it's an autobiographical experience of us.
It is,
just us
yeah.
as people. Like, if we're funny, we're funny. If we're serious, we're serious. Like, we're whatever we are. It's a reflection of us. You know, I hope that didn't sound douchey, but, like...
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I
you
don't
douche.
find doing this is like oh, we gotta get subscribers, oh, we gotta get views.
Yeah, like, it's just
I really
fun to
don't
do.
care. I'm just honestly just trying to have as like normal as a conversation as I normally would.
Right.
Cause then that's like a memory. That's something that I can be fucking 50. I mean, if YouTube's still a thing, I'm 50.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, I remember my colleges, and I can go back and I can listen to it and kind of be like, oh man, I was a fuck back then.
Dude, yeah.
Like, hey, future me, how's it going? I hope you're still having a good time.
Have you guys ever had to, like, do an assignment where you had to write a letter to yourself in the future?
Oh,
And,
yeah.
like, and then they'd send it to you? Like, I had that happen a couple times, and I don't know. It's a cool idea, but it's pointless, of course. But, like, I never felt like I was like, man, I really need to tell myself some shit. I was just kind of like, this isn't real, so... Hey man,
Yeah.
you know, like, it just didn't. Like, what would you say to your future self? Like, what did you say in some of those letters, Griff?
Mainly, I never took those seriously.
Yeah.
I was just one of those
Yeah.
kids that whenever I did stuff in class, I always did it ironically just to fuck with people.
Oh, okay.
You know, I don't really ever remember doing much
Okay.
with it. I never put a lot of weight into that.
Yeah.
I figured that I would be a different person anyway.
Yeah.
You know.
That's true. Like, it's amazing how fast a person could change. You know.
Right. Like me, even fucking beginning of the year compared to the end of the year. When you're a kid, everything changes so fast. Like,
Yeah.
it's just always that way.
Right.
I know for me, here, let me come back over here before I talk again.
Yeah.
I know for
Mike
me,
isn't a big
like,
one.
whenever I write one of those, I just try to, like, write about, like, what was happening at that point in my life. Because, honestly, kind of the same thing as this. Like, you know, one day, I can't even say how many of those I've, like, actually gotten, like, you know, to my future self.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of see, like, where I was and, like, how much I've grown. I think that's the big part of them. I know I always say, like, you know, if I'm with somebody or if I'm, you know, interested in, you know, so-and-so or whatever. And then, you know, all the time, by the time, if I ever do get it, like, you know, I'm never with them. There's a website that you can do that, basically, like, send emails to your future self.
Really.
Yeah, I used that a couple times. I used that whenever I was dating, well, not dating, but seeing. Oh, well, fucking blur out her name, fuck it. Well, I forgot. I keep forgetting that, like, we can't say people's names.
It's
you know?
okay. Like, some people's names we can say. I just don't want to, like, say something that might incriminate somebody or, like, say somebody. People.
Except
like,
for ourselves, of course.
Well, yeah,
'Cause
like,
we're incriminating the fuck out of ourselves.
Yeah, but, like, we don't give hints to who we are. Like, that's important.
True, yeah.
Too. Like, we're pretty open about ourselves, but I try to keep, like, that's why we don't say our last names. Like, I keep that stuff
Yeah,
off of it,
and I'm
you
sure.
know?
I know I'm probably not as good about it because I've never really thought about it too much. But you know, like, I've been saying, like, the dorm that we live in. Like, should I not? Should
I
not be saying that?
usually edit that out.
Okay.
You know, like, I edit whatever I can out, so it's not a big deal. But if you do say somebody's name, then be like, oh, like, my ex-girlfriend or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, really, like, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like, by time if it, like, I mean, I send it to you guys for approval, but by the time it gets onto YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
like, I've made sure that, like,
Most everything is
right, like, we can't
pretty
get in
good.
trouble for things.
Yeah.
Or like, well, not that, like, that they can't find us unless, like, we directly told them about
Mm-hmm.
it. You know?
It would all be kind of like a hearsay type of thing.
Yeah.
Like, they could always be like, oh, well, you know, there's this group of Brian, Caleb, and Griff that are talking about doing drugs online. It must be you guys. Well, it's like, you don't know that. you know?
And we just get rid of the channel then.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if it ever got to a thing where this channel was harming one of us, I would take it down.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we just want to entertain people, but we
I would
don't
say
want
maybe
to, like,
not take it down, but, like, at least make it, like, private or something like that.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because, like I said, I would still like to have this, you know, many years in the future.
Right.
Just
I mean,
kind of look back on it.
I can always send you, like, because I keep the raw episodes, like,
Oh,
just
okay, yeah.
the audio. I keep that, and then, like, I can just send it, you know, to you guys, of course. I mean, because I don't really know, like, when it comes to the future, I had a big plan for these podcasts. I was going to do, like, 5 or 6, and then it dulled down to doing 1 and then the occasional one, which reminds me, like, because it has been a while, I guess, since we've recorded. I mean, it's been a week. It's not really been that long. It's been a while.
Since I first saw you.
I always thought, like, those post-grunge bands, like Stained or, like, Nickelback, like, those bands were always just so shitty. Like Shinedown.
Dude,
like, I fucking hate those groups.
I'll be honest. For a while, God, when was this in my life? This was probably very early high school. No, because I had it on a CD. It must have been at least, like, sometime in junior high. Mm-hmm. But all I remember is I was playing Kingdom Hearts, if you know, or if you've played that, and was listening to fucking Nickelback, like, turned up all the way.
Yeah. I can't say I haven't took part in it. Yeah, when I was in junior high, I listened to those groups, you know, because it was what was popular.
Yeah.
And whatnot. Well, plus, like, I didn't really know about good music then. Like, I didn't start looking into music until high school, you know.
My music choice up until I got into like Weird Al.
Yeah.
It was either Garth Brooks, because that was my mom's favorite country. Singer, artist, whatever.
He is, like, I think in the Guinness Book of World Records, he's like the best-selling male solo artist of all time.
Oh, I could definitely see that. Yeah. He's very popular, but I mean, not to say that I don't like him now. I listened to him back then, I guess, but I didn't know any better, of course.
Sure.
And it was between that and whenever we were driving, it was always on the Christian rock station or whatever it was called, 91.1.
Yeah.
WIBI.
Dude,
that was their
played a lot of like Christian or like Phillips, Craig, and Dean.
I don't actually know their names. There was
okay.
Oh shoot, there's one that I can kind of think of. Never mind, I'm fucking stoned. I forgot it.
I get you.
But
like, I grew up in a household like that. Like a lot of the music that I was exposed to as a kid, up until I was in junior high, probably was pretty much Christian radio, and then like I think the beat, like I really
like tailored by your parents.
Yeah, I like the Beach Boys because my mom really liked them, and I still really like them, I guess, for the musicianship and whatnot. But like I liked them because my mom liked them. That was all I was like exposed to.
Yeah,
but sure. Like so I grew up on like Phillips, Craig, and Dean, and like some like other things like that. Like I think Santee Patty is one of them. Like that's a weird name. I always thought like it would just be some fat lady. For some reason, and then I found out she was a very not fat lady. So
the more you know.
I mean, I guess, dude. That's like the first time. Have you guys ever heard that comedian Ralphie May?
The big fat guy.
Yeah.
Is he the fluffy one, or is that's Gabriel Iglesias?
Yeah.
Ralphie May he looks like a lesbian. Like
he's I could see that.
Like I do not like him.
The first time I heard him, I thought he was like, you know, a black guy like Kevin Hart or something.
Oh, yeah.
Then I found out he was a fat white guy.
Yeah, and I don't know, dude. Like, I mean, everyone has their own taste, but I've never found him funny.
When I was in junior high, I thought he was really funny. I also thought Dane Cook was really funny.
Oh, God.
Too, so...
Dude, I bought with my own money, the Larry the Cable Guy, Health Inspector.
Oh, man.
DVD, if that tells you some shittiness that I was into.
That's pretty bad. I mean, it's okay. Like, all the guys, like, that I, you know, went to school with and stuff, they all liked that shit. Well, like, I didn't think it was shit at the time. Like, that's the thing. I'm not going to be like, oh, man, I'm disgraced. Like, that was me at that time.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? Like, I didn't know any better.
That makes me think of a point. I'm going to let you continue what you were talking about, and then I'm going to make that point.
You make the point.
Okay, well, okay. Fill me in on literally what we were just talking about.
We were talking
point
about,
I was wanting to make.
like, Garth Brooks.
Oh, looking back on stuff,
like, bad music we listen to.
Or just, like really... That's the point that made me think of, like, I don't like to look back on anything that I've done and think, like, you know, like, I wish I hadn't have done that, or, oh, I wish it would have. I mean, I might wish something else may have, like, happened, but, you know, like, all the stuff that's happened to you in your life, like, that makes you, you know? Yeah. Like, if, say, you know, something shitty could have happened to me in, like, high school, I mean, like, nothing really shitty happened to me in high school, so let's just say, like, I had, like one of my best friends die. Like, that could have happened, I guess. And then, like, I could be totally, like, someone totally different. Right. Just, like, so much stuff had to have happened exactly the way it happened just to get you to where you are.
Exactly. You can't regret because of... Well, like, and I always look back, like, when I see things of me from the past, it's like, I look back and I'm just like, you know, I'm a better person now. Like, I learned from that. I'm a better person. Like, you know. But at the same time, like, I hate getting those things, like, that happened 4 or 5 years ago, like just randomly, and you're like, shit.
Like, fuck, yeah. Dude, that's funny. Me and my dad were just talking about that yesterday, just last night, because my dad owns a, for those of you at home, my dad owns a furniture and appliance delivery business. So he delivers for a few like stores in like the local area that we deliver in. And anyway, so I've been into people's houses and try to do your best, but sometimes you just fuck up and you scrape up a wall or like the one that he was talking about. He was picking up like the bed frames, the metal frames, like wheels on the bottom of the bed, and he was turning around to go out of the truck and just smash right into a big pane of glass on a china cabinet.
Oh shit!
And he says like, and it was an expensive one too.
Right.
And the lady was pissed, and that was like 15 years ago. He said.
Yeah.
And he's saying like he still thinks about that sometimes. Like you're laying in bed at night and like not really all that tired, and you're just like, oh fuck, remember that thing that you did, fucking idiot. And you're like, oh man, I guess I am. It's brutal sometimes.
Dude, yeah. I found like
it's funny
anymore my relationship with my dad. I never really was that close with my dad because we didn't really have much in common, but like now that I'm a semi-adult, I can like have adult conversations with him just about normal stuff, like, because that's kind of how he is, and that's kind of cool. Like I like that a lot.
Yeah,
I don't know,
it's more of a, because like I was definitely the same way growing up.
Right.
Like my mom always like really coddled me, and I was always closer to her than my dad.
Yeah.
And plus like she really like suppressed like anything that he liked or was interested in.
Okay.
And so like it was basically her way or the highway kind of a thing. So I didn't get to like learn anything that my dad was really into and like had a chance to like get interested in it. But yeah, now that it's kind of like just being like a grown up, like a guy thing. You can just kind of like at the very least make small talk. But yeah, I love talking to my dad now.
I'm the exact opposite.
Well, yeah, your situation's a bit different, Griffey.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that while we're talking?
Oh no, it's not that big of a deal. I just never really got along with my stepdad.
Oh shit, yeah, that's a difficult thing. It's kind of like I always thought like two parents being together was like pretty normal because that's how my parents were. Like that's how a lot of people who I knew, like how their parents were. And I come to find out like later in life that's really like it's becoming the minority.
Anymore,
Yeah. Like my parents are, your parents are.
Yeah,
but
it's kind of back into the Rick and Morty, the relationship that Jerry and what's the mom's name?
Beth. Yeah.
Beth. Dude, like honestly, like not to get like deep, and I'm not like sad about it. I've kind of come to terms with it, but that's kind of like how my parents' relationship is. They both hate each other quite a bit, but like love me and Deb enough to like try to fucking make it work, so it's not gonna be awkward for us.
Right. I don't know. I think we've talked about this before, but like I probably will get married.
Yeah.
But like,
I'm
also like, I'm not completely for the idea though. You know what I mean? Like because they're, I don't know. Like I know scientifically, like we're not really
supposed to be with one partner our whole life.
But at the same time, like I still like the idea that it is somebody you like enough that you can hang out with all the time.
Yeah, that you can like live with for your whole life. And not, I mean, like...
And then you also have sex, of course.
Yeah, of course, yeah. And like, dude, I love you guys and everything, right? I don't want to, like, live in the same house, like, as you guys for the rest of my life, Well, I mean, I don't know, I say that. That might be really tight.
Dude, I mean,
I guess I really wouldn't have that many qualms. I mean, I wouldn't be getting sex from you. Well, maybe I would. I don't know.
I mean, we'll see. But Griff was talking about that, Oh yeah, no, like Griff and I were talking about this because he was talking about like if you guys end up rooming together when you graduate or something like that, and like it being in Springfield, and I was like, like if you guys end up in Springfield, like I'm gonna search my ass off to like find a place or like that I can work in Springfield because that would be kick ass if we lived in the same area.
If we could all, I mean, shoot, and if we even got like a nice enough apartment, or not necessarily nice, but like. Big enough and affordable enough that shoot, maybe we could all fucking just have a big like all of us just room together. It'd be like oh shoot, dude, we could do Lauren would be staying there too, but I don't know. I've been watching New Girl because I'm gay and everything.
I actually like it. I really like New Girl. It's a clever show.
Plus, I mean, not gonna lie, Zooey Deschanel is a fucking babe.
Dude, yeah, she really is.
Okay, I mean, I'm not gonna get too into how much of a babe she is in case Kat's watching.
His girlfriend.
Yeah, my girlfriend, but she also loves Zooey Deschanel. I'm sure she'd agree with me, and she kind of and she styles her bangs off of Zoe's hair now.
Oh yeah.
Now that it's winter, her new winter cut.
Dude, yeah, it is getting near winter.
I'm about in need of a haircut myself.
Speaking about haircuts, I could use a very, very large haircut.
Yeah. Dude, Griff, I'm thinking you need to do, because you've got the side thing going on. Get it short on the sides, man. Get it sharp looking.
I very much
hipster,
like
man.
short on the sides a lot. Like I don't really like that because of like the hipster thing though. It's a necessity for me.
Yeah.
Because like my hair like sticks out, and so if,
yeah, I know what you
like
mean.
if I don't gel it down and like cut it real short, then it just sticks out and looks bad, and it's hard to work with. You know?
My hair's funny because if my hair's too short, it sticks out more. I feel like.
Okay.
And then, but when it's too long, it's just impossible, you know.
Right.
So like I've kind of got to have like it's a very delicate balance the way I do my hair. Fucking like curly hair, I know like that's fucking annoying, man.
Right.
I just wish I could have like straight hair like everyone else, you know.
Like it's
just
weird,
so much
like,
easier.
I have straight hair up top, but then like my beard's curly.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
That's another thing I could long for is having an actual beard.
Yeah, it's
But I'm
pretty
not-
nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I was telling them though, like when I grew my beard, like, hey man, I grew it this summer. Like, anyway, what were we talking about?
Shit, man.
Fuck.
Also, let me just say this because we were talking about people we'd like to smoke with in the future.
Both John and Skip.
John and Skip,
Failing
yes.
arena.
The
You're
Skip
down.
cast. This is gonna be like John cast now.
Kind of, yeah. John cast. Like every episode is the.
And we just make a random shout out to someone and just kind of like stick on them for a while.
You know what I've noticed is that we've talked about so many things and never finished talking about any of them.
Yeah, I feel
we
like
just
we get-
branched on to the next
Yeah.
thing this episode. That was.
But about John though, this is one thing I did want to say because I know he's gonna be watching because I badgered him whenever I went and peed earlier.
Yeah.
But John, you're a fucking guy that I'd like to go smoke with.
Yeah, you're
someday.
a guy, dude.
And you're
a
just
guy.
one of those guys. I know you don't do it a whole lot, and so I understand that. But dude, anytime, man. If you're feeling the urge, if you're feeling stressed, if you're like, fuck, I just worked catering for 17 hours straight, come see me, brah.
Soup John?
Yeah.
Soup John.
Soup John. Yeah.
Soup job.
Yeah, John he always gets soup, or he used to anyway, and Kirby would talk to him about the soup every day.
Mhm.
Only about soup.
And oh, by the way, this is my roommate Kirby. Everybody, I've mentioned him a couple times. We're probably gonna have a podcast in the future, which is something I wanted to say. Keep out or fuck. No, keep an eye out because like there's some new stuff coming. It just it might take a while, so we'll see. But anyway, dude is still gonna be a continual thing. Of course, we're always here.
We've
I
been
don't
doing
know.
good about making our episodes. Like, I mean, it's not like we're doing a kind of any set like time frame. Like, oh, we have
Yeah,
to do
but, like,
one episode per.
I mean, we've been doing about like because we've got this will be the 4th episode, like one a week. They usually come out on the weekends. Like that's not because I'm like, oh, it has to be like that. It's usually just like, hey, this is when I've got time to work on it.
Yeah,
You know, and then,
I mean, shit. Yeah, we're college students. We've got class and work and drugs and shit. That
yeah,
we gotta worry
those
about.
drugs have to be done.
Yeah,
Like, who's gonna do them if we don't?
exactly.
You know, they've got to be done. It's
They
a
could, go into,
necessity.
they could go into kids' hands.
Dude, yeah, you know what?
You
if
know,
if
we're
we don't do
protecting the
those
world
drugs,
right
then
now.
kids will, and that's
That's not something we can handle.
yeah. We
Yeah.
don't want that to happen, man. At least
It's just
we're
too important.
we're biting the bullet for you kids out there. Just
Yeah.
know that.
We're fucking doing something. That's for sure. I
Yeah.
don't know what it is, but we're doing it. We're
We're-
doing it.
That
We're
thing,
doing
we're
it.
doing it.
We're
Yes.
doing
Is there anything you guys like closing remarks you want to say?
Dude, I hope that everyone who's listening has a wonderful day. I hope this has cheered up your day a little bit if you
Yeah.
weren't having such a good day. And, fucking party on, guys.
But fucking party on.
But fucking party on.
Right on. What about you,
Did I
Rick? You got
fucking
anything?
stutter?
Oh.
Just have a good day, guys.
Hey, yeah.
Keep on keeping on.
Just keep on
Be
moving.
excellent to each other,
Dude,
dude.
I forgot, for all you listeners, I guess this is my closing comment. We do have an email account that if you go to our channel, on the About section, you can email us with stuff you want us to talk about. Or
Yes,
just
if
like
that means you.
Yeah, or if you like the show, or if you want to tell us to fuck off. You can do any of those things with email. It's amazing.
If you tell us to fuck
Emails
off,
and
we
amazing.
will make
The
fun of you on this
anonymity
show.
of-
Yeah, I mean, we can't guarantee anything, but
Email's an amazing invention.
yeah, but if you want to email us, in fact, you can use that email to email me about new shows. Actually, you know what? Don't
Send
do that.
dirty pictures.
Yeah, you know,
send all your dick pics
Dude.
to
Yeah, that email is dudes@realfakeporn.com.
realfakeporn.com.
Come on down. Get some real fake doors.
Yeah.
Hold on, speaking of Rick and Morty, because we keep talking about making a podcast where we like review something. What if we did one reviewing like all of Rick and Morty?
We should do a review one of Rick and Morty, and then like a whole episode of one movie. Like we should do both. You know, that'd be interesting.
I definitely think the movie idea is cool.
Yeah.
Just
I
do
think
a
we
bunch
should
of
start
fucking
with the
Adderall
movie.
or Forafay or whatever, and just go.
Or we just
fucking
watch
talk
the movie.
through the whole thing.
Yeah, like I mean, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
It's all in flux right now, but no, back to the email thing. It's there. If you want to do something with it, do something with it. Besides that,
We consent.
yeah. Thanks for listening, guys. This is Dude.
Thanks, Skip. Thanks, John.
Dude, yeah. I'm Caleb.
Thanks, Mom. I'm Brian.
And I'm Griff.
And this is Kirby.
I showed up last minute.
Yay!
Yay!
Well, welcome, sir. But yeah, thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.
Bagosh!